The force is with this movie, YouTube community, but you are not a Jedi yet. Hey guys, it's me, John Avenger, once again, and yeah, this is the final movie in the prequel trilogy, Revenge of the Sith, the movie where Anakin Skywalker becomes Darth Vader. Yeah, I've been waiting to do this for a while. Let's take this off first. Yeah, because I can't see a thing in this thing. I just wanted to do my intro differently. So I hope that was an introduction that you'll remember. Yeah, we're doing episode 3. To me, the last good Star Wars movie to come out in the theater. I know some critics were harsh on this movie, saying the dialogue was terrible and it just didn't live up to their expectations. But hey, Eddie, I'm here. I'm going to do episode 3. Yeah, I got to pause at the intro. So let's get started. Let me just get my stuff ready because, this is a long movie. So hold on. Plug myself in to the Matrix. And I was a big fan of this movie when it came out in the theaters in 2005. I was just about to start college and there was a lot of hype around it. It was a third in the trilogy. And unlike Rise of Skywalker, this actually had a lot of payoff to the things set up in the first 2 movies. So, yes, let's get started with Revenge of the Sith. Last good Star Wars movie that before Disney took it and bastardized it. Hey, Jalen is here. John, I got the Ghostbusters collection on DVD. Good for you. Let's start at Revenge of the Sith, shall we? We have a long way to go. So, have some popcorn. There's the Lucasfilm sign. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away from our world. Have you seen the Venom trailer? No. I refuse to because that movie can suck it. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. War. See, that makes sense. The Republic is crumbling under attacks by the ruthless Sith Lord Count Dooku. There are heroes on both sides. Evil is everywhere. In a stunning move, Phoenix droid leader General Grievous has swept into the Republic capital and kidnapped Chancellor Palpatine. Oh no. Leader of the Galactic Senate, you mean the Galactic Empire. As the Separatist droid army attempts to flee the besieged capital with their valuable hostage, 2 Jedi Knights lead a desperate mission to rescue the captive Chancellor. And this is where the first 10 minutes of the movie start. One of the best openings in any Star Wars movie. Now again, kiss my ass, Rise of Skywalker. You don't know how to even end. Yes, I know, Eddie. I get it, okay? This opening, I had chills when it started. This is the darkest Star Wars movie since Empire Strikes Back. Look at that opening. Look at all that CG. It looks fantastic. We got both our heroes flying in space. I avoided Cyberpunk like a mother because I don't play bad video games anymore. If a game doesn't interest me, I won't play it. Or if it has bugs. I got 3 games on the Switch and they all work. I had never had any glitches or any problems with them. The games aren't flawless, but they're still better than games that came out last year. But also, plus this was an event movie. People actually went to go see this movie. This was a much better movie. They don't go to 18 different planets in this movie. They do travel a lot, but it's individual stories. No, there's the clones who are going to betray them at the end. Also, this movie is connected to the Star Wars The Bad Batch cartoon that's on Disney Plus right now. So, see, the prequels have continuity. Oh, yeah, this movie is amazing. Screw the haters that said, "Oh, this is the only good one." No. If it weren't for the first two movies, we wouldn't have this. Hey, Elder, we talked to death about the spirit. Yeah, can you please stop talking about movies that are not this? Talk about this. Keep on freaking, stay on target. Stop talking about random movies I don't give a shit about. Or I'll block you. I mean it. I'm not playing, guys. I haven't slept. I got up this morning almost vomiting because I didn't sleep well. So stop. This is a very rough morning for me. I couldn't go outside today because of, yeah, it's a freaking amazing movie. Considering we had to wait not a year after Attack of the Clones, 3 years after Attack of the Clones. A lot happened in my life in 2000 between 2002 and 2005. I moved to a new location. My sister became a teenager. I went to college, and a lot happened. I'm not going to get too personal because this isn't a Q&A. Yep, R4 is dead. This opening is amazing. Why didn't Return Rise of Skywalker start like this? Oh yeah, because the movie's shit. If that's to start with, the dead speak. Yeah, no, they don't. Fuck you. This opening is long too. It's not just 2 minutes. That movie, what that movie did wrong, this movie did right in spades. Is it perfect? No. The love story is toned down a lot if you hated the second movie. There's still the loving in there, but it's not as bad. And Padme doesn't have much to do because she's pregnant in this movie with the twins, with Luke and Leia. But it all falls into place. I saw this movie on Disney Plus a few months ago, and I'm like, it looks amazing. It's like they restored it. It's in 4K quality. Darth Maul is my favorite Star Wars villain. I wish he was here, but he wasn't dead actually because he was in the Clone Wars cartoon. Yep, fan service, but it works. Here, it's not every single line. What's your favorite TV? My favorite actress is Natalie Portman. Why do you think I love these movies so much? Because she's in all three of them. The hobo can't compare. She's ugly. She's a horrible actress, and her accent sucks out my soul. It almost did anyway. She's like the Dementors from Harry Potter. No, thank you. And if you don't believe me, look at my videos. Yeah, this is one of the biggest movies of 2005. I think the biggest. Yeah, R2 has a cell phone now. Now I know why General Grievous is coughing, because in the micro series, Mace Windu crushes his larynx. Now I know why. That's why he coughs. I thought it was because he was copying Vader. I love Scarlett Johansson, but she's never done a Star Wars movie yet. We'll see. Maybe her or Brie will do it after the MCU. Watch. Yeah. Movie's a lot of fun. It wasn't boring. Look, it's the things that kill Mando's family. Movie's 2 hours and 20 minutes, the same running time as Rise of Skywalker. Yet that movie they have like 8 new characters that you don't care about. Yeah, because that's what we want to see in a third movie. A bunch of useless characters. My favorite actor is Morgan Freeman at John Avenger. I like him, it's just he's done way too much, so it's going to take me years to finish his filmography. You know, some films he's done I'm not a fan of, but that's only personal taste. Yeah. Anakin has a glove like Luke has in the third movie in Return of the Jedi. That's the end of the Skywalker saga. There was nothing after that, and we didn't need any more. Halle Berry was badass in John Wick 3. See, that was another good third movie. A third movie doesn't have to suck, guys. The people that didn't like this movie just didn't like the first two, so that we're expecting this to suck. Did I say anything? Didn't say anything. Yep, he burns them alive. Well, they are droids, so they don't feel pain. Don't mess with R2D2, man. Still my favorite droid in the galaxy. Yeah, this is a third movie in a trilogy. Usually, those tend to either suck or be the best one of the franchise. It goes either way because there's Return of the King, and then there's X-Men 3. There's Return of the Jedi, and then there's Rise of Skywalker. There's this movie, and then there's movies like, I don't know, the third Karate Kid or whatever. There's Christopher Lee in his cameo, pretty much. This is a cameo. Rematch. My least favorite actor is the shitty Hemsworth brother, Liam Hemsworth. Yeah. This is a much better fight than the one in Attack of the Clones. Mainly, it's way more violent. Oh yeah, what's the pride? Double the full. Exactly. What happened with the rehash trilogy? They thought that with the Force Awakens that they were going to make every movie the original films, and by Last Jedi, that people were checked out. I was checked out after Rogue One. Why? Because it wasn't the Star Wars I was looking for. A bunch of feminized bullshit is not what I wanted for Star Wars. So suck on that, Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah. You know, it doesn't matter what gender the character is. You have to write good characters. The prequels had good characters. Not everyone, but there were some good characters. But to this day, people dress up as. No one's gonna remember Jayla or whatever her name is, Jana, or Zordy Bliss, or any of these useless characters. Yeah, he beats him. He cuts his hands off. See, the lightsabers can cut. Yep, cuts both of his hands off. His only good role is Expendables 2. No, he wasn't good in that either, because Van Damme kills him like a bitch. His American accent just sucks ass, man. It's just so boring. Do it. Yep, do it. Killed it. Yep, there's your franchise now, Kathleen Kennedy. It's dead. If it wasn't for Mandalorian, Filoni, and Jon Favreau, the Star Wars would be dead. Your feminized version is dead. Who's your favorite pop star? I don't know. Wink, wink. Mm-hmm. The best Stallone movie is First Blood. I like First Blood. I just prefer the sequels a little more. Get Carter. I haven't seen the remake. Supergirl, all every day. I like Arrow, but it was too long. This opening is really long, and I'm glad because it's epic. Because after two movies that got trashed by certain people and saying, "Oh, this is the worst thing ever," then this movie came out and they fixed a lot of the issues. This opening set the tone for the rest of the film. Dun, 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 dun. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen Fate of the Furious. Mm-mm. I don't want to. Arrow, I know season 8 is only 10 episodes because it was made like right before the pandemic. That's Matthew Wood's voice. He was in he also did the voice of the Frozen in the Clone Wars cartoon. Christopher Nolan, that's fine. When you This is the last movie I saw in the theater because 10 years later we got Force Awakens, and you know what happened to me. You know exactly what happened to me, guys. I wasn't the same after that, and I could not see another one of these films in the theater unless they do like Mando and make it epic again. And Mando was a web series, not a movie, but it felt cinematic like a film. Got to die. No, Furious 7 should have been the last one. Poor R2, they knock him down. Because Furious 7 should have been the end because it's Paul Walker's last film in the franchise, and it was a nice send off for him. Doing these other films were completely pointless. Fate was the reason I was like, really, you're gonna make another one, and then a spin off, and now a ninth movie in space? Yeah, you're freaking high as a kite, Universal. Shame on you. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen Assassins. What if Tom Holland was Batman instead of Spider-Man? No, it wouldn't be the same. It would be too short. Yep, I'm going crazy. Yeah, he's too young for Batman. I wanted John Hamm as an older Batman, or what's his name, Dylan O'Brien, but he already did the Maze Runner and almost died doing that. Oh yeah, there's a lot of fighting. See, it's not talking about trade negotiations. It's fighting. That's what you want to see, right? Lose, General Kenobi. Mhm. Yeah, they survive in space without space helmets. See, but it's a movie. These movies make sense to put them in space, and Guardians of the Galaxy and Star Trek, but not freaking Fast and the Furious. Cars can't fly, guys. You've already jumped that franchise already jumped the shark like three movies ago. Now cars can do anything, which is bullshit. A car can barely get off the ground. Imagine in the sky. Oh, Liam gets an F. I don't really care for his acting. His accent sucks and he's boring. Yeah, Tom Holland isn't too much now. That's why I want him to slow down. After Chaos Walking, he should have taken a year off. After Spider-Man, just take a few months off, dude. Why? I don't want to see him in another superhero movie for a while because he's doing too much. He's becoming oversaturated, like Melissa McCarthy and Adam Sandler and The Rock. Yeah, just slow down. Take a break. Yep, half a shit. I appreciate having the music from episode 1 and episode 2. So we made only 6 movies. That's all we needed. We never needed 3 more or 2 worth the spinoff. I didn't see to Chaos Walking, and you guys know exactly why. And it's not Tom Holland because I can watch him, but the other one, no, 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 no. Last Woman on Earth, my ass. There are trillions of women in this world. Mm-hmm. Even after what's happened, they're procreating, so that means there's more women in this world. Another happy landing. Yeah, he just is having fun. What did you think of Cherry? I didn't see it either. It's too long. Cherry is like 2.5 hours. If you're gonna be almost 2.5 hours, have a point like this movie. See, he had no problem with him killing Count Dooku. It was a villain. Screw Jupiter's Legacy saying that, oh yeah, we can't kill them because they're people. If they're evil, they don't deserve to live in a superhero show. A B minus, yeah, I'll see it eventually in the summer, but right now, no. The live commentaries, I want to do it for movies I want to enjoy. I'm going to do one blind commentary in June, but I'm not going to tell you when, and it'll be a movie that I haven't finished yet. As long as Grievous is alive. And by the way, the Emperor died in Return of the Jedi. We never needed him to come back. You should have just made Snoke the new Emperor or make Kylo Ren the villain in all 3 movies. You did not need to have 3 villains. Sorry. Too many villains. There's C-3PO, completed. What if Tom Hardy was in Spider-Man Far From Home? Well, he wasn't. He's not going to be in No Way Home either. There's Bail Organa, the do-nothing character. There she is, my favorite actress of all time. Her birthday is going to be in June. She's going to be 40, and I am in love with her. So in love. Oh, Natalie. I appreciate the hair buns that Princess Leia had in New Hope. Look at that face. That is a face that launched 1,000 rockets, if you know what I mean. Her face is not just marketable, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at it. Look at it, guys. Look at that face. Those 2 dots on her face. I am in love. This is a good scene because they're talking like normal people. When Bella was married, was pregnant, she almost died. Literally. Mm-hmm. They didn't show them banging, but that's fine. I didn't need to see that. Oh my god. I don't know. Disney's having the same problem right now. I love that. Doug Walker's just fantastic. Thanks for giving me those jokes. Yeah, he didn't know what they were going to do to Star Wars. Oversaturating it and putting a movie every year. You're not the MCU. And you have no emotion. This is a very emotional scene, and it's very short. There is no emotion in The Force Awakens. When Han died, I was checked out. I was like, fuck you, movie. You're not going to get better after this. You peaked after the hobo got knocked out. Am I going to review Spiral? I'm not interested in Spiral. To be honest, I stopped caring about Saw after like the 3rd one. This is a cool looking planet. Utapau. Yeah. It's like a half a Geonosis. This music is amazing, by the way. I just can't keep it loud because I don't want to get a copyright claim. They did that for my Spider-Man 3 review. Screw you, by the way, for that StreamYard. You should have defended me. Listen to that. A choir singing just like in episode 1. It's amazing. Lucas knew what he was doing. Third movie should have been the last movie. Yeah, exactly. If Disney was going to have their hands on Star Wars anyway, because they bought Fox, so they were going to have these movies regardless. Ran it into the ground, and Rey had unexplained powers. And even though Leia didn't give birth to, I'm still a Skywalker. No, you're not. And Mustafar is an awesome planet to fight. Unlike Kylo Ren fighting in the rain. Yeah, I saw that in Attack of the Clones with Obi-Wan fighting Jango. Is a necessary loss. Far younger and much powerful. I do like the Order 66 thing that they do here because it's connected to the Bad Batch cartoon. They say it in the pilot, and I had chills. I'm like, oh my god, the Emperor. Yeah, this is where she's stroking her hair. Yeah, the dialogue's not strong, but it's only one scene, guys. Oh my god, I am in love with you. I love you, Natalie. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. If I met her, I think I would faint because she's just, I can't take it. I can't move. I'm not a Saw fan, but this one interests me. I love Chris Rock. Chris Rock is not the problem. It's just, uh, I know. You don't have to tell me twice. I'm so in love. Who's not? Can't see a thing. That smile. See, that's what I didn't get with the hobo. She's not attractive to me. She doesn't have a beautiful smile. She just is angry a lot. And she's coming back to the MCU, which I'm very happy about. Thanks for that, Kevin Feige. See, you bring back people I actually care about. Bree's coming back next year. We're getting, Natalie Portman is coming back. I appreciate the Golden Arm. I love that Christian Bale's going to be in the MCU. I'm not going to bother, guys. I saw some of the images of that let there be carnage, and I don't care. I hated the first movie. I saw the first movie and got nauseous. I never got nauseous with the prequels ever, not even when I was a teen. And people are like, "Why were you in love with her?" I saw her in the Phantom Menace, and I just hit puberty, and I was like, I never looked back. And I love her in everything she's been in, except Mars Attacks, because again, she's barely in it, and I forgot she was even in that movie. Oh, your voice is soothing. It chapter 2 I have not seen yet. Yeah, there's the necklace. If trust me, Natalie Portman, if I was honest with you, you would blush. You would be smitten. Like when I met Olivia Wilde and I told her it was a dream come true to meet her, and she lit up like a candle. She was so smitten. I couldn't believe it. She was like, oh my god. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, because she knows her loyal fans love her. No, the babies will be okay until Disney takes a hold of them, which I'm like, no. To me, Leia, Han, and Luke are still alive. It, I know. Babies. My favorite movie of all time is Blade Runner 2049. It was great. My friend Josh just thinks that, oh, if Dune is not as good as that, it sucks. Well, here's the thing, Josh. Dune is a completely different story than Blade Runner. It's got a different cast. It's going to be much longer, and it's 2 parts. So if the first part is not the greatest, maybe the second part could be better. Some people said that about Infinity War to Endgame. You had a great freaking first act, and then the ending kind of sucked. But then you had Endgame, which fixed a lot of the problems. It was very long, but it was epic. That's why I love Infinity War and Endgame. They gave me the thrills the new Star Wars movies just couldn't do. Death. And you could tell that Frank Oz's voice is getting very old by the time he did this movie. What do you think of Halloween 4? Because it sounds a little crispier. Yeah. Halloween 4 is a good movie. It should have ended with that for a while. We know, Yoda. We know we know Anakin's fate at the end of this movie. He's going to get burned alive, and this movie earns its PG-13. What do you have against Australian actors? I don't like the female actresses that have that accent because it just takes me out of the experience, and they stretch words out, and it just feels so fake. I'm sorry. I like some of them. Mia Wasikowska, I like her. I like Nicole Kidman. But some of them just they stretch their words out, and it just hurts me. I mean, Liam Hemsworth's not a good actor. Rebel Wilson, she's annoying. I've seen her in Pooch Perfect on ABC, and she's just not for me. Not for me. There weren't any Australians. The last Australian in this franchise was what? Rose Byrne in Attack of the Clones. Pooey. End this war? No, the war will never end. It's called Star Wars. I wish I wish it wasn't. I wish they didn't take that so literally, and then the fans are the ones that are starting the war. Because again, well, actually, the studio started the war. Where we finished it. That's why when Rise bombed critically, we knew why. You think that makes two of us, Ewan? That makes two of us. I just feel that Hollywood is just way too obsessed with casting a foreigner in everything. We don't need them in everything. We already had it in both Star Wars trilogies, the original and the prequels. We didn't need any more. Trust me on that one. So was I. hmm Sanjay and Craig. I didn't see Sanjay and Craig. I only saw clips. It just didn't interest me. A snake and some Indian stereotype. No, thank you. And why are the Wookiees here and not Han? Because Lucas didn't want to hurt Han's legacy. What? hmm Trust me, what he says, I agree with. Exactly. I know, Anakin. What Disney did was outrageous. Take a seat, young Skywalker. Yeah, that's great. I love that. I know. Oh yeah, the Wookiees. That's Chewbacca's family. We finally got to see the planet of Kashyyyk in a Star Wars movie. No, I don't count the holiday special. That was Kazook. This is Kashyyyk. This is what it was called. Hell yeah. What's your favorite Wes Anderson movie? I like I've seen two of them, I believe. I saw Fantastic Mr. Fox and Royal Tenenbaums, which is really good. It has an ensemble cast. It's a little long, but it's a good movie. His movies are beautiful. He shoots movies that are artsy, but not up his own ass. They're colorful, they're quirky, weird, and they're my kind of movies. Some of them. Yeah, for him. What if they made a movie about the Wookiees? That would work because they're interesting as long as it's not, it's either subtitled or there's like a human character that can translate for them. Because again, Chewbacca was not the problem with Solo. The problem is that the movie's so dark I can't see anything. If you're gonna put new actors to play the younger roles, let me see them. Don't keep them in darkness. Oh, Anakin, how wrong you are, sir. Yeah, they wanted that to happen with Trump, and look what happened. Well, we have a new president. Get over it, people. I'm not even a political person. Just again, let things go with the flow. You saw. I appreciate the the Anakin's scar. That's from the micro series. Hmm. I know. I know. He is. He is. That's what he does in episode 6, and there was nothing after that. Yeah, but no, they just the Disney did that. Wookiee's a Star Wars story. It could have worked if Solo had not bombed and it was actually visible. I think the Wookiees movie would have came out by now. But again, we have Disney Plus that's making a lot of things better. While we're getting a lot of shows, they're short. They're not every 2 months or so. I know. Oh, trust me, I know. What is the most disappointing movie of the last decade? I said it, Sucker Punch. I saw Force Awakens, but I didn't have much expectations for it. I saw the trailers and I was not hyped at all. Sucker Punch, I was looking forward to it. I liked the trailer. I saw the movie and I was down. I was so let down. You know the answer, John. It's the fourth way. No, no, it's not that. It's still Sucker Punch. Nothing has topped that when it comes to most disappointing movies. Nothing. Because Sucker Punch let me down in a big way that Force Awakens never could. Because with that, my expectations were low, guys. My expectations have to be high in order for me to be disappointed as much. And that's what happened with the Sucker Punch. Those costumes are fantastic. This got an Oscar nomination for Best Makeup. It deserved it. It should have won, but this is the scene here. Guards leave us. That's a nice nod to Return of the Jedi. My favorite movie of all time. I don't care what anybody says that about. Oh, that wasn't the last movie. Yes, it was. It tied up all the loose ends and it ended everything on a high note. That's how it should have ended. Letter grade for Solo was a D. I would have given it an F. It's just that there were some good things in it. When I can see it, but most of the action is shot in the dark. I'm sorry. Even people that were not a fan of the prequel still say this is better than the any other rehash trilogy movies. Why? It ends things. Well, not. It's not a happy ending, but it ties up all the loose ends of the trilogy of the prequel trilogy, and it leads right into the original without bastardizing it. Rogue One did it the wrong way. All the characters die, and they show a CGI Leia because they were too afraid to get a new actress to play her without that god awful CGI face. This isn't like in the MCU where they de-age an actor that's still alive. They don't de-age an actor that died a long time ago. I know Disney already lost all their powers. The pandemic already did that. That's why people are watching movies at home instead of going to the theater. Raya's the first movie that they made that made some money, but it didn't break the bank. They don't. This scene is really good. Solo's horrible. I can't see it. That's a really cool scene. Yeah. By the way, that ball looks like a little bit of like sperms. They look like sperm cells. Mm-hmm. If I watch a Harley Quinn, I could all cartoon now. to create life. Mm-hmm. From dying. Force is the way to any abilities considered to be unnatural. Exactly. And they had to use that line in Rise of Skywalker because they haven't done enough fan service. Was losing his power. Dragon Ball Evolution is my least favorite movie of all time. Yeah, I heard it was horrible because it didn't respect the source material. It had the character names and the ball. That's about it. Everything else was done wrong. Goku was not a teenager; he was a kid in the original Dragon Ball, and he has a tail, like in the cartoon. If I like to fade out right into the Wookiee planet of Kashyyyk. Oh, this score is also absolutely amazing. It's a great score. It's one of the best scores in the franchise after the original films. Because crap, things are about to get real when you hear that. Yep, Kashyyyk. It looks awesome. I'm so sorry, guys, but yeah, I'm sorry that I had to disappear. Just had a lot of technical issues. Hey Tevya, it's me. I'm back. I'm doing the episode 3 live commentary, but I've been having technical issues because StreamYard crashes all the time. There's Chewbacca. Yep. Good to see him again. I'll just do this without my camera. It doesn't crash as much. Yoda, get out of the way. Thankfully, I'm almost done. Once I'm done with this, I'm gonna delay my next podcast for a couple of days because there's just it. Yeah. Oh, trust me, that makes two of us, Anakin. I remember. Yes, I know. And we're going to see them again in the Obi-Wan show on Disney Plus. So get ready for that. If you can hear me, guys. And also, this movie, it left me feeling good inside. I didn't feel good at the end of episode 7 because it was just the same freaking movie. What movie did you hate the last time? I'm trying to think, John Hill. Let me think. And I think, again, this is not a Q&A. Let me see. Yep, I know. At the very end, when they're going to do Order 66. This camera's so old, it just crashes all the time. So you could do fan service without shoving it in my face. That's what the prequel trilogy did. Yeah, and also, by the way, yeah, Anakin had that looked like a Game Boy Advance. There she looks pregnant. She looks great. Hold on. Oh, trust me, I know. You're not alone. Hold on. Let me see which movie in the 2010s that was my least favorite. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, your voice. Oh, I promise you. Yeah. When I met Amy and Joe Johnson, my dream came true, man. I met one of my first crushes on TV. Well, my second crush. My first was Jodie Sweetin from Full House, but I haven't met her yet. Let me see here. Worst movies of the 2010s, right? 2010s. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm just looking. Hmm. Yeah, Fuel. See, Fuel exists in this franchise. Just it doesn't have to be, like it doesn't have to have. They don't have to show. Don't tell. Letter grade for Suicide Squad, a D minus. That makeup does look really good. Like this looks like this would set up the Guardians of the Galaxy movies with their amazing makeup effects and hairstyles and beautiful costumes as well and color. Let's see here. I got uh, Far Cry 5. I don't know what that is. Seraph, the Ugly Loves, Food Fight. The Emoji Movie, it's not one of the worst. I didn't even think there were a lot of problems, but Norm of the North was one of them. That was one of the worst animated movies I've ever seen. That was way worse. That creature looks cool now, by the way. Inappropriate comedy. I don't know why there's Pokemon movies here. None of those movies were god awful. The worst one is Heroes, and that was in 2002. Jonah Hex, that was pretty bad. Skyline, I actually enjoy that movie as a guilty pleasure. The sequel is definitely better, though. Yeah, I would say probably Fan Snore Stick, because that's the most soulless, boring, freaking superhero movie I've ever seen. Venom sucked, but it wasn't soulless. It was just dumb. Yeah, I would say Fan Snore Stick. How dare they call that a Marvel movie, even though it was done by Fox? How dare that movie be on Disney Plus and not the Spider-Man movies that Sam Raimi did? Those movies should have been on Disney Plus years ago. I know they're fighting the rights with Sony to see who was going to keep it. Sony, you're going to lose. You don't have billions of dollars like Disney. You don't even have your own streaming service. You have great game systems, but that's about it. Bite out, Dooku. Yeah, I love that. Yes, 6 lightsabers. No, 4. Awesome. That's 4. This fight is awesome. Yep. When I saw this in the theater, people were like, holy shit. He uses it like a saw. I'm sorry you can't see me, guys. It's just I couldn't do it because my camera crashes all the time. I need to upgrade it. I'll do that after I'm done with this podcast. At least you can hear me. That's a main key element in the commentary. What if Sony had their own streaming service called Sony Plus? It would just be copying Disney Plus and Paramount Plus. Awesome freaking fight. Now this is a Star Wars. Definitely. Since this movie, is over 2 hours, I don't feel it at all. I don't think so. So uncivilized. Yep, I know. Just have a piece of bread. Ah, you saw Grievous. He runs around like a spider. Quack. Yeah, the action in this movie was definitely praised because there's a lot of it. It's not like this movie drags ass for 20 minutes and then nothing happens. That creature's cool. It certainly looks better than freaking horses. Come on, guys. They don't ride horses in Star Wars. Horses, that's Lord of the Rings, not Star Wars. Horses. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been talking much. I've just been taking pictures. Do you want to see space horses in general? If they don't look like horses, I mean, Avatar had horses, but they didn't look like human horses. You know, like normal real horses in the real world. They were like blue and had holes in their neck. It was different. But with Star Wars, we don't need them riding horses. It's stupid. Yes, they did. They had like horses and camels or whatever in the Ewoks movies, but that was years later, and that was TV. Those were TV movies. They didn't have $200 million. Yep, here he goes. He reveals that I am the Emperor. Ha 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 ha! Everything about the Force, even the nature of the dark side. Mm-hmm. Well, power greater than any Jedi. Yeah. From certain death. I beg you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he should have just killed him, but he can't do that because he doesn't do that till 3 films later in Lucas Ball. I like counsel of significance. I know. I can feel your anger. Focus makes you stronger. Power of the dark side. Power to save that. Yeah, that smile. I know people want to see my face, but hey, that's why YouTube videos are for. Mm-hmm. Later, I'm going to put up a YouTube video. A video on Facebook. So yeah, this fight is pretty awesome. I love how vicious Obi-Wan is. This is why he's the best character in the prequels, because he does things. Oh, he has a heart. That means he's a cyborg. That's a human heart. Yep, or Obi-Wan. Yes, he feels pain. That stick is pretty cool. See, that's a glowing stick that's working overtime. Shot right in the chest. Oh, yeah. And again. He does it again. And again. And again. And again. Like a video game fight, but in a good way. So uncivilized. Yeah. You think? Sith? Or? Mm-hmm. Well, the chat's kind of dead now, but that's okay. People got things to do. No, you're not going to return Mace Windu. In a few more minutes, you'll be dead. They're not going to do that. Stop talking about that, network. Please. Every time you guys are in the chat, it's about food fight, the spirit, or whatever. We get it. Those movies are terrible. I don't want to talk about bullshit in this podcast. I'm only talking about things I enjoy about this movie. There's Padme in one of her last outfits in the movie until the very end. Beautiful hair. Excuse me. The scene is pretty powerful. There's no dialogue. It's just after you hear the Emperor, there's a lot of music is awesome. Yeah. Suicide Squad because solo is decent when you can see things. Yeah. But it's still too long and I can't see things. See? How's your day going? It's doing all right, Stevia. I just got up kind of early and I didn't sleep, so I had to sleep. Take a nap earlier. That's why I didn't leave the house today. I just decided to stay home and do my podcast because I had a long month so far. We're about halfway through May, and we still got another half to go. At least the weather's going to get warmer. See, and they say Lucas doesn't have any subtle moments. There's some subtle moments in this movie where there's just people staring. I am the Senate. Gotcha. I understand, man. Yeah, I had a long day, so I said, you know what? Instead of going on, I'm just going to do this podcast early. It's treason. How did the Emperor do that? He did a twist like he was a freaking gymnast or something. He's an old man. Some old men have a hard time getting out of bed. This fight is pretty awesome. It's not very long, but Mace Windu's using one arm mostly. Yeah, this scene, yeah, is pretty intense. We knew what was going to happen, guys. He was getting tired. What movie ending is worse than the strobe lights or the gay ending from the thing? I can't stay long, unfortunately, but I'm glad you're doing okay and be safe. Yeah, I'm fine. Yep, he had him right there. See, because he's old. It's not like the Emperor's like, this is when he was younger, but he's still old. He's still an old man. You are under arrest, my lord. Yes, it will. There you go. You have lost. No. He goes, oh, exorcism. Okay. Okay, that's ridiculous. I get it, guys. But at least Mace Windu didn't die. Don't let him kill me. I know. Too weak. I know you. That makeup looks amazing. Assume Palpatine died in this movie until Rise of Skywalker brought him back. It was not needed. He died in episode 6. True, it's ridiculous, but damn, if you can tell Ian McDermott is having fun. Yeah, he is. Exactly. Hey, John, how's it going, man? Star Wars Revenge is definitely the best out of the prequels. Yeah, there was a lot at stake. Oh, another hand. There's a lot of There's a lot of limbs that are lost in this movie. Power. Yep, power. He is like the Tim Curry of the Star Wars movies. It's great. Unlimited power. I love that. There was no scene like that in Rise of Skywalker. I'm sorry, lovers of that movie, but him doing lightning from the sky. I mean, they did that better in Shazam. It was a joke. Lightning with my hands. Lightning. What have I done? I think it was done worse in X-Men: The Last Stand. What have I done? Oh no, what have I done? Yeah, that was even worse. Because that's an Oscar-nominated actor saying that. And the dark side of the Force. Yeah, with the Kylo Ren, we don't know even know how he became evil. It's like in the first movie he's evil. Where did this come from? That's like if Luke was evil in the first movie. I mean, it would make no freaking sense, would it? I know, me neither. Natalie Portman makes it the cinema way more. What villain is the most over the top, the Emperor or Ivan Ooze? Either one, because they're both, because the Emperor loves attention. I mean, he's in more movies too. Yep, this is when he tells them the best and worst of Wachowski's movie. Their best movie is the first, or either the first Matrix or the second one. Their worst is Speed Racer. I had such a headache I couldn't take it. I was like, henceforth you shall be known as Darth Vader. Hell yeah, the one and only, the best villain in the franchise. Sorry, new movies. Yep. Yep, Rise. Aha! They did it 15 years before you did, movie. That was the problem. These new movies didn't have a Darth Vader. Kylo Ren was just a wussbag version of Darth Vader who takes his mask off too much. How seizure-inducing a speed racer? The first 10 minutes of the movie has so much colors that are shoved right in your face and so much CG. It looks like a bad video game. It's horrible. That's why people didn't go see it. For me, the worst is Jupiter Ascending. That's laughable. It's not a good movie, but it's laughable. At least I can laugh at it. It didn't cause me seizures. Does the Krang look bad? Look bad in Outer Shadows? Yeah, he looks okay, including your friend Obi-Wan Kenobi is now an enemy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Exactly. What does Kylo do? He kills a bunch of old people. That's not badass. The first person he kills in Force Awakens is an old man, off screen, mind you, and it's a legendary actor who passed away, Max von Sydow. May he rest in peace. That's your first death of the movie. That's not threatening. At that point, you could have flicked Max von Sydow in the eye, and he would have died in the movie. Once more, the Sith will rule the galaxy. Yep. And we shall have peace. This score is awesome. That's awesome when he's walking in a cloak. What is worse, X-Men Apocalypse or Power Rangers? I say Power Rangers because it offended me more. I love the show, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and they took that show and sucked all the soul out of it. Apocalypse had a few things that were cool. I liked Quicksilver scenes, Wolverine scene. Olivia Munn is gorgeous in the movie. I did like some of the effects, but that's about it. Mystique does not want to be there. You know, Jennifer Lawrence is just checked out. James McAvoy just sounds too much like Ewan McGregor. Apocalypse is too over the top, and it could have easily been fixed. There we go. Oh yeah, he needs it for the final battle. Yeah, nobody saw this coming. This is Order 66. Yes, they say it in the Bad Batch since it takes place between Episode 3 and Episode 4. Here it comes. To Order 66. Yep, kill everybody. This Power Rangers offended me more. How can you take a legendary Super Sentai franchise and suck all the soul out of it? I appreciate them trying to do something different by not copying the show beat for beat, but you could have had a lighter tone. Why did you make it dark? This movie was dark, guys, but it worked. Which actresses were Sophie or Felicity Jones? Jones, because she's a freaking deer in the headlights. Sophie she's just there. Yep, Mundi is dead now. That planet looks like they stole this from Star Trek Into Darkness. Remember that scene in the fields where uh you know Kirk is running in the fields? Yeah, this looks like here. It looks just like it. It's very colorful. Sophie's just an overrated actress that's young and doesn't know how to act. Worst movie of 2019 is Cats. I didn't see it. I refuse to. The CGI looks god awful. Yoda can feel it. All these people dying. Cute Order 66. I know. And if people didn't see this coming, I'm like, guys, I knew what was going to happen before it was happening. Because if you heard the original film, he said he helped the Empire hunt down and destroy the Jedi Knights. I remember that line very well. I have a photographic memory. Do you like Coke? The drink, yeah, not the drug. I don't use drugs. And we know Chewbacca doesn't die because he ends up being in the original films and survives. Do you want your McGregor reprise role? Yeah, it's going to be coming out next year. The Obi-Wan show. I can't wait. These shows feel more cinematic than the last 5 films, and you could take that to the bank. Yep, he tries to kill Yoda. Yoda's like, hell no, I'm not going down on this day. I'm going to die of old age. Watch this. This is freaking awesome. Yeah, woo! That was awesome. Decapitation. You're not going to touch me. I know, guys, I'm making noises. Well, you can't see me, so I have to do what I have to do to get through this day. This is when he kills those children. Yeah, children, people that were his age when he was a kid. What are you going to do, Draco Malfoy? You're going to die. All of you are going to die. Off screen, but you get it. You don't show, don't tell. Do you like Taylor Swift? She's beautiful and she has a good song. She sings some good songs. I love how emotional she gets. My emotional little flower. You are so cute. Oh, I can't stay mad at you. She's crying again. It's called being human. When did the hobo cry? When Han dies. Han's not your father. He never was your father. If he was your father, I can understand, but he's not your father. That's why I'm so glad that a character is dead, man. She meant nothing to me. This is a character that does nothing either. Hell yeah. I'm sorry, sir. It's time for you to leave. That's right, Ryan Johnson. You and J.J. Abrams, get out of my life. I don't want to see you direct again. Ryan Johnson, you could stay on Netflix and do your Knives Out trilogy or whatever you're going to do. No more Star Wars for you. You ruined Last Jedi. You have to pay for your sins. Everybody does, guys. Why did Ewan went from Obi-Wan to Black Mask? Because he had some time to kill. No, really, no. And Obi-Wan swimming again, just like in the first movie. Yeah, like I said, this movie has a lot at stake, just like Infinity War did. Hell, in the first 10 minutes, Thanos kills 2 people, 2 of them. And then in the rest of the movie, he either snaps them away or kills them. Like with Vision, he kills them twice. No, actually, Vision dies twice. First at the hands of Wanda, and then this is amazing. This movie still kicks ass. I don't care what anybody says. This is a Star Wars movie. Rise just goes to like 18 different planets in 5 minutes. Oh yeah, everybody will. Yeah, stop talking about that, please. I don't want to talk about the same things all the time, guys. Dun, 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 dun. I like the Empire Strikes Back music. What movie did you hate the most last year? The Secret Society of Second Born Royals. It's the worst movie that's been on Disney Plus so far. Yes, it's the worst movie that they've done. That wasn't a theatrical release that was, ported to Disney Plus because of the pandemic. It's god awful. It's supposed to be an action superhero movie. Nothing happens until the end of the film. That would be if like there was no action in this movie until like an hour in. No, Lucas knew he couldn't waste time, so he said, "We're going to give you a lot of action, plenty, almost as much as an MCU movie." This movie reminds me a lot of Infinity War, which yes, I'm going to do that next week. I'll try to do it, but if I'm not on camera, you can't exactly blame me. But you're going to hear my reactions because I love that movie a lot. Despite its ending, the ending doesn't kill the movie for me because there's a lot of great stuff in that movie. Literally, yeah, Secret Society. It had a horrible cast. It was not funny. It was boring. It was the villain is barely in the movie. Yep, organic. I know. Stop telling me things that I already know, Bill Organa. They literally brought him back for Rogue One to be a walk-on cameo. How dare you, Gareth Edwards? You did nothing with him here. Lucas did nothing with him, and now you have to bring him in. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. Oh my God, you are so gorgeous. I can't wait for your Avengers Infinity War con. Phase 4. I'm looking forward to everything except for what Black Panther 2. I'm just like it's not going to be the same. Without Bozeman, it won't be the same. It won't be horrible, but it won't be the same. I didn't see cuties, guys. I refuse to. I have standards. I don't. I do not want to watch that movie because I'm like I don't get aroused by children. You know that. I'm only aroused by women. Yeah, I love that he touches her face. Yeah, I might cry. Who knows? We'll see what happens if I'm invested. Yep. She doesn't listen because I'm like she doesn't want to just stand here. Granted, Padme has nothing to do in the movie, but at least she's there for emotional support. Oh, don't worry, 3PO. You'll be seeing him a lot more of him in the original trilogy. No, that's in the third movie. Taking one last look, sir. Why? There's the Rebel blockade runner from the original. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, what's this? Yeah, with Amy Jo Johnson, it made me cry because I'm like, I met her, and it was one of the greatest moments of my life. Plus, also, that song at the end of Van Halen, who just he passed away literally the day after I did that podcast. Biggest coincidence ever, man. Because I never knew that he was sick or whatever. I miss him a lot. While I wasn't a hardcore fan, I did like his music when I heard it. I know. Oh damn it. Uh, anyway, thankfully, because some people in the chat don't know what to talk about except for other random movies that I don't care about. Yep, this is when he kills everybody. This Darth Vader arrives. He will take. Would you hate another trilogy, 2023 through 2029? Yes, because they're going to rush it and try to shove it in our face. I'm like, you're not going to do better than the original. Just stop trying. The original trilogy will live forever. The prequels, they have problems, but they did not insult me as a fan of the original films because they had a lot of Easter eggs. Also, the time when movie was canceled, I know. Move on, people. Stop talking about stupid shit like Spirit. It also flopped. It's never getting a sequel. Yes, she will. Because, like I said, with these movies, they look fantastic. Lucas knew how to make a movie that actually. It's ready. There's a Mustafar system with the freaking the planet of volcanoes. This was in Rogue One, and I like that scene in Rogue One because you see Darth Vader is like, I hope you don't choke on your aspirations. Exactly. That was cool. But then they don't show it again, you know? I'll get this fragment. Yes, that's what I want. This scene is awesome. I'd rather watch Coming to Hell than Food Fight. Yeah. I'd rather watch a good movie because I like to watch good films like this. This is basically what Kylo Ren does, but instead of killing people, yep, you're not going to get away now. This is when Yoda's kicking ass. Yep. Oh, yeah. This movie had payoffs. That's what movies are supposed to do, especially the third one. Have a payoff. That's not asking for much, guys. Hunt it down. Yes, this is another speech that was borrowed in the Bad Batch cartoon that just came out last week. It's really awesome, guys, by the way. Do you hate Hoodwink 2? Yeah, it was not good. There's some moments I laughed a little bit, but it's just the animation looks worse than the first one. And I saw it in the theater, so I know. I know the younglings are all gone. Not Grogu. Grogu and Ahsoka are still alive. Who could have done this? I'll give you 3 guesses. Yep, die, you freaking aliens. And those guys are bad anyway, so they're getting what they deserve. Has left me scarred and deformed. You. My resolve has never been stronger. Clap, clap, clap. Yes. Die. Look at his eyes turning red. Yep. I know, I get it. The Republic will be recognized as the first galactic empire. Hoodwinked 2 even has references to movies that are not for kids. Yeah, like Silence of the Lambs. I appreciate this speech because it's pretty Hitler-esque. Yep, with thunderous applause. Can you cover the SpongeBob movies? I don't have the first 2 movies. Yeah, thank you. We had to suffer 2, 3 movies with him, the Viceroy. And no, it wasn't because he sounded like an Asian stereotype. It's a freaking alien. Hmm. This is a really heartbreaking scene for Obi-Wan because he has to fight his best friend. Which again, that's why this fight is better than the one with the hobo and Kylo in the third movie because it's personal. It's personal. I know. Trust me. The truth hurts, Obi-Wan. Bang bang. Yep, he killed a bunch of Jedi's. Yep, and Yoda should have told them from the start. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Bring peace to the Empire. Me neither. I can't watch any more of these movies. This should have been the last one. You are not. Like a commentary on Blade Runner 24/9. Once I buy the movie, I'll be able to do it. Also, hey, Mad Max Fury Road. I don't want to see it because I'm not into the feminist angle, guys. Why is Mad Max replaced by a freaking woman with soot on her face and a bald head? Is Anna Taylor Joy going to be better in the prequel? Probably because Anna Taylor Joy didn't have to do a stupid accent. And why did George Miller, an Australian director, cast a bunch of people that are not Australian to be in his movie? That makes no freaking sense. Because Mel Gibson is Australian in the original Mad Max and Road Warrior and the Beyond Thunderdome. Why did you cast a Brit and a South African? No, no sense. Coke is an awesome drink. Oh, this is when he covers his mouth because he's laughing. Oh, you beautiful, beautiful creature. Yeah, this is killing younglings. This is when he covers his mouth. Yeah, he knows that line is so dumb, but yeah, yeah, we were just like with Kathleen Kennedy. We're gonna preserve these characters and keep them safe, and you kill all of them in all 3 movies. Suck my balls, Kathleen Kennedy. That's not preserving the legacy of Star Wars. Kiss my ass. You are the worst freaking producer ever. Imagine if Kevin Feige said, "You know what? In Endgame, I'm going to kill all the characters you loved in the first Avengers and first 2 Avengers movies." No, he didn't do that. Tony sacrificed himself. He didn't die like a bitch. Die. That's not to you guys. That's I'm playing a game. Lego Movie 2 is a B plus. I couldn't give it. I couldn't stand it. He has become a very big, great threat. Yep. And people said she couldn't act. A few years later, she won an Oscar for Black Swan. So shut up. Brie Larson also won an Oscar. And then they said Captain Marvel's the worst thing ever. Yeah, go watch Room with her and Jacob Tremblay, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Anakin's the father. Yes, he is. Now his kids are going to be have a bit of a mean streak. Yep, this is a good scene. Man of Steel. I didn't like Man of Steel. Sorry, Darius. Ta-da. Hmm. Yeah, for now. What if Feige handed both Marvel and Star Wars? You wouldn't be pissed off at the Star Wars. The thing is that Feige can only do so much, guys. The damage was already done with Star Wars. That's why I would rather just have these shows for a couple more years and then do a movie when we're ready. Once Captain Kennedy is fired, I don't want her ruining anything else. I really don't. Obi-Wan sneaks on board. Yeah. Yep, it is. The movie's almost done. We're almost 2 hours in. Sorry about the technical delays. Yeah, because they don't need the droids. Well, this scene is emotional, so excuse me, guys, when I react to this. And she touches, she turns to dust. Yeah, Thanos already snapped her away. When Infinity War and Endgame made $2 billion, she was through, guys. She couldn't copy the success. This is amazing. This scene, I love the scene. I know a lot of people said it's stupid, but I'm like, I've seen worse, guys. I've seen the Krylo kiss online, and it's stupid. There's no passion whatsoever. It's two people who want to kill each other, and then they want to have sex. Yeah, us. That's what I want, Natalie. We need DC to catch up tomorrow so we can get a Justice League and Endgame. We kind of got that with Crisis, so let me see if I can turn my camera back on. Let's cross your fingers now, guys. I think it's okay now. I want you to see my reaction. It's a pretty calm voice for someone that's angry. I love you so much, Natalie. You are so good, man. I love you too. I love this fight, man. It's so personal. It's personal, man. One of the best fights in a movie is when it's personal. Yep, they're gonna take their robes off and kill each other. Yep, you've allowed dark lord to this dark lord to cloud all minds to allow. Yep, you're becoming the very thing you swore to destroy. Exactly, just like with Disney's and Lucasfilm now. They did the very same mistakes that Lucas would have done if he had done the new trilogy, except they did it worse. Lucas would not have killed off Luke or Han or Leia. Mm-hmm. You know what would make an overpowered cyborg even worse if they suddenly shoot laser vision? Yeah, but they already did enough damage. So I guess a vagina gives you superpowers in Star Wars, even though with Padme we never got superpowers from her. Yep, do what you must. This fight is freaking awesome, man. This music is great too. Here we go. Now this is a freaking epic fight. It's amazing how awesome this fight is. And this is Yoda fighting the Emperor. Get out of my way. Grogu did that in The Mandalorian. I appreciated seeing that. Darth Sidious. Nope, I'm not surprised because Grogu lives. And he's the same species as Yoda, except his eyes are beady. The power of the dark side of Yep, this fight is pretty awesome. I love this in the theater because I waited years to see this. I didn't wait 10 years to see a British hobo with a freaking stick fighting a villain that I don't care about. With his mask off, by the way. Or what if Skywalker suddenly shot webs like Spider-Man? It would be stupid. You have to explain things. You can't just have things happen out of nowhere. Anything to say about it? I have. Yep. Yes, it is Kathleen Kennedy, and not short enough it was. Mm-hmm. It was way too long. If so powerful you are, why leave? Exactly. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. See, this had stakes, and the fight was pretty awesome. Yep. Chokeslam. The best Predator movie is the first one. The worst one is Predators that I've seen. I haven't seen The Predator, but I heard it's horrible. So I was not expecting much. Now the fight becomes physical. They use their legs. Yep. Kick. Get. People clapped in the theater when this was over, by the way. Why? Because this was how you do a fight at the end. Make it personal. Have some stakes involved. Don't just go through the motions of a 3-act structure. Even if this wasn't Star Wars, I would still think these movies are amazing because Guardians of the Galaxy, that's the closest to Star Wars I ever had outside of those freaking Disney movies because the first one came out before The Force Awakens did, and it was better because I love the characters. I don't like Chris Pratt now, but that's here or there. I'm saying at the time. You want to see a Ghostbusters Pixels crossover? Oh, hell no. After the last 2 abominations from Sony, no thank you, sir. I want to see good movies. I'm tired of seeing garbage. This is awesome. Awesome. I love how Yoda throws this as a frisbee. It's freaking awesome. There was no scene like this in Rise of Skywalker. Instead, you have the Emperor shooting things in the sky, and you have Star Destroyers that can destroy freaking planets. Yeah, that was never in the original. Suck it. Yoda? Yeah, that's right, Yoda. Shoot that freaking frisbee. Uh-oh. Yeah, see? Lightning with my hands. I've seen it already, guys. Oh, yeah. Yoda's like, nope, I can beat you. You tricked me. That's because it's a prequel. We know how it has to end. No, my fingies. Do you want to see the Secret Life of Despicable Me Singing Pets? No. The second Secret Life of Pets was okay, but it's not as good as the first one. Take that. Oh, yeah, watch this. Lava. I got the poster for this movie, too. Poster and a lithograph. That's how much of a big a fan I was of this movie when it first came out. Mm-hmm. This fight is pretty badass. It's almost 5 minutes long, which is so long for a fight. Almost as long as the fight with Iron Man and Cap in Civil War. But again, personal. I want to see a personal fight where the rivalry is earned. It's not forced on your face. I guess people don't know what that means. Look at Yoda. He's missing his little cloak. Again, this is personal, man. Why does Eddie constantly ask about question? Because he's young. He doesn't know he's not an adult yet. He doesn't have my set of mind, my state of mind. He's young. He's a little kid, compared to me. I'm a grown man. I'm over 21. He's not even 18 yet. So again, kids will be kids, or teenage boys will be teenage boys. I know I was one before, so he quit. This podcast came out pretty well, except for the glitches from Google, but that's their fault because the weather's been kind of bleh. Love. Does this look choreographed? Yeah, but it's a movie, guys. Get over it. They spend months doing this choreography, so it doesn't look like two inexperienced people who can't fight each other. Do you want to see a Marvel Star Wars crossover if they do it right? And I love the look on his face, just like how pissed off he is. Lucas is like, just look angry. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they have the same color lightsaber, but it's still better than a red and a blue, which we've seen so many times before. At least Yoda's lightsaber was green, so. I have the high ground, yep. Yep, this is when he cuts his freaking legs off. Don't try it. Yep. Hiya! Oh, man, he cut his legs off. He should be bleeding to death, but again, lightsabers don't cut like a sword. They just burn or incinerate. And he didn't want to do that, but that was the way to stop Anakin from moving. He was. Yeah. Did you see Solo, how dark it was? I couldn't see a thing. It's like this movie. You see how Mustafar looks? Imagine that, but 10 times darker. And I'm sorry, guys. Star Wars should not be so dark. I can't see what's going on. Yeah, those yellow contacts are a nice touch. Yep, he burns alive. How does he survive this? If this happened to the hobo, she would have died, guys, because she's not superhuman. She's not a Skywalker, or she would have burned alive. And I wanted to see that, but at least your career is burned alive now. So take this and shove it, DR. Shove it. Yep, he lost all of his hair, just like Charles Xavier, except his hair was incinerated. As soon as it hit the... How did he survive that? Because he's Anakin Skywalker. Real Skywalkers can live through even the most grievous of circumstances. Yeah, there I said it. Let me go get my helmet. The movie's almost over, so I got to do my final... Yep, dreadful. It's probably like 1,000 degrees over there, like it will be in the summer. Hold on. I love you, I love you, I love you, my love. I really do love her. Even when she's close to dying, she's still thinking about him. That's true love, man. That's when you know somebody loves you, when they think about you even after bad things have happened between you. But this isn't like Bella Swan, where Her love is, oh yeah, I'm going to put myself in danger because Edward is going to come save me. No, that's being stupid. That's not love. That's being stupid. Yeah, McGregor's like, oh my God, I had to see a guy get incinerated. But it all fits. We have to see why Vader's wears a freaking a breathing apparatus and let me see, does it fit? Yeah, it fits. It looks cleaner now too. I'll do that at the end. I love my helmet. I got this helmet when episode 3 came out. I wore it to the theater. People took pictures with me and they smiled. I couldn't wear it in the theater because it was just too hot. And also, that was at a time where you could not wear a mask inside of a theater. Now you have to. Oh, the irony. 16 years ago, I finally wore it. Yep. Do I want to see a Spider-Man Ghostbusters? No, I don't, because the last Ghostbusters movie sucked. And Spider-Man's doing just fine crossing over with the Avengers and the Guardians and everything else. Now, Marvel is basically the new Star Wars because they've done nearly everything right. They made some mistakes, but they did not ruin an entire franchise. Just saying. Those I never notice those astronauts in space in the scene. I guess I've only seen that because that scene is so short. Blink and you miss it. Do you want to see a Venom? No, I don't. John Hill, just stop asking. I don't want to see a crossover or anything that Sony's done unless it's done right. Spider-Man and Deadpool I'd rather see because at least Deadpool's coming to the MCU someday. Somehow. Yep, they're both in. Anakin's almost dead, and but he has to get a breathing apparatus, and Padme is about to die. But after giving birth to Luke and Leia. I know a lot of people did. Yep, we know Luke and Leia, fraternal twins, a boy and a girl. Everything has to fall. All these puzzle pieces fit together. With the new films, it's like with the recent films that you have to. What they do is, let's just have these. They give them mechanical legs. Yeah, like Bucky has a mechanical arm. Oh, you mean the doppelganger of Spider-Man where he has 6 arms? Luke. Yep, a boy. It's a real baby too. I appreciate that, not a CGI baby. Yep. Look at those little feet. Oopa. Yes, even in Star Wars, there's procreation. Yep, here it comes. The mask. Everybody was clapping when this happened, by the way. Oh, this feels so good. It's just like 16 years ago. Dun, 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 dun. This is great, guys. I I love you so much. I could barely see the chat. What? Best scene in the movie, man. I had the chills in the theater. Had, I I couldn't. She was alive. I felt it. I love this. Frankenstein's monster, anyone? No. That scene is hilarious, man. Yeah, it's kind of stupid, but it's short, guys. I'd rather take the no any day over Kylo throwing a temper tantrum. He doesn't do it once; he does it twice. Now, the helmet, excuse me for taking it off, but it's hot in there. You think wearing a face mask is hard? Imagine wearing a face mask that covers your whole face. Yeah, that's all he does, Bill again. Qui-Gon. Don't worry, 3PO. This is going to happen to you again for no reason except so they could, recharge it. It's kind of like what they did with Data in the last Star Trek movie, Nemesis. See, there's horses, but those are CGI. They're not like real horses that people ride on. That outfit looks like an outfit from Dune. That hoodie. That's why I said it looked like a Star Wars. So hopefully, Dune is more like this and less like the Rise of Skywalker. But after this, I don't know. What if Tom Holland voiced Yoshi? Now it'd be stupid because, like I said, it's going to be too recognizable. He's going to sound like this for everything. I'm like, no, Yoshi doesn't know. That's you, Yoshi. Yoshi. That's Yoshi. Yeah, they have to put the pouch to make sure that they don't know that Luke and Leia were even born. Yeah, we will see you again, Lord Vader, real soon in the Obi-Wan show. Because they have to always go back to the past because, again, they know the original films will live forever. See, they didn't need CGI. They had a younger actor play Tarkin on screen, building the Death Star. If only Rogue One had more scenes like this, I would have loved it. But no, Vader's in 2 scenes. Here, it's his introduction. Of course, he's going to be brief. But with Rogue One, it's like there's only 2 scenes and they were inserted in the last minute. Vader should have been the villain in that movie, not Krennic. Who the hell is Krennic? Sounds like a headache medicine. I got a Krennic. There's Bail Organa and his wife, who they say nothing. They just, hey, look, it's a white baby that's ours to adopt, and let's make her a princess. That's Alderaan, by the way. Yeah, we got to see Alderaan briefly, even though it looks like a mountains. It looks like the Canadian mountains. There she is. Man, that baby's gonna go through a lot, and so is Luke. But there's no dialogue, and that's fine. It doesn't have the stupid Rise of Skywalker ending. What's your name? Kiss my ass. How's that? Don't ever say that to me again. He's happy to see Luke. A sunset. That's how you do it. What if there was a scene in Ralph Breaks the Internet where Kylo throws a tantrum? It'd be a joke because they had the baby stormtroopers in that movie for no reason except because, yeah, Disney, we know you own Star Wars, but you didn't know what to do with it. You thought we wanted a movie every day, every year. No. Again, you're not the MCU. Even last year we had a break thanks to the pandemic, but at least it's almost over. And that was Star Wars Episode 3. And that should have been the last movie. We never needed another movie. So thanks for watching, guys. It was fun while it lasted, but everything has to come to an end. John, best and worst 20th Century Fox movie. Sorry, Darius. I'll have to answer that next time. So thanks for watching Episode 3 with me. I know there were some technical issues, but we got through all 3 of the original, all the prequels that George Lucas did. They still hold up. They have problems, but they are not the worst things ever. Now that we have the Disney-fied versions, yeah, these are masterpieces in comparison. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next podcast real soon. Later.